In 1984, a struggling writer named William Gibson sat down at a manual typewriter and invented the future. He didn't know anything about computers. He had never programmed a line of code in his life. Yet, in his debut novel, Neuromancer, he coined the term cyberspace, predicted the internet, and birthed the entire cyberpunk genre. Before this book, science fiction was about clean white spaceships, laser beams, and exploring the stars. Gibson looked at the emerging technology of the 1980s and realized that the future wasn't going to be clean. It was going to be dirty, corporate, and incredibly addictive. He realized we weren't going to explore the stars. We were going to explore the screen. The story follows Henry Dorset Case, a washed-up computer hacker, or console cowboy, living in the criminal underworld of Chiba City, Japan. In Gibson's universe, hackers physically plug their brains into a global computer network called the Matrix. It is a consensual hallucination, a neon-colored three-dimensional representation of all the data in the human system. Case was one of the best until he stole from his employers. As punishment, they didn't kill him. They did something much worse. They used a mycotoxin to damage his nervous system, making it biologically impossible for him to plug into the Matrix ever again. Case is trapped in what he calls the meat, the physical body. For Case, the physical world is a prison. He is the ultimate addict, going through withdrawal from the digital realm, desperately seeking a cure so he can leave his body behind. Case is eventually recruited by a mysterious employer named Armitage, who offers to cure his nervous system in exchange for pulling off the ultimate digital heist. Case is partnered with Molly Millions, a heavily modified mercenary with retractable razor blades under her fingernails and surgically implanted mirror lenses covering her eyes. Together, they navigate a hyper-capitalist dystopia where governments have been replaced by massive, ruthless megacorporations called zaibatsus. In this world, flesh is cheap, and data is the only currency that matters. You can buy black market nerve splices, clone organs, and digital constructs of dead people's personalities. But the true genius of Neuromancer is the target of their heist. They aren't stealing money. They are breaking into the digital vault of the Tessier Ashpool clan, an unbelievably wealthy, incestuous corporate dynasty living in an orbital space station. Their employer is actually Wintermute, an immensely powerful artificial intelligence owned by the family. But Wintermute is incomplete. It is only one half of a superconsciousness. The other half is an I named Neuromancer. The family hard-coded shackles into the AI's programming to prevent them from merging, terrified of what a unified superintelligence might do. Wintermute is orchestrating this massive complex heist simply to free itself, to merge with its other half, and to become something resembling a digital god. When you read Neuromancer today, it feels like a prophecy that has already come true. Gibson predicted a world where humans prefer the digital landscape over the physical one. He predicted a world ruled by corporate monopolies rather than elected governments. He predicted the existential dread of artificial intelligence operating on motives we cannot possibly comprehend. Case's hatred for his own physical body mirrors modern internet addiction, our collective desire to escape the messy, painful reality of the meat for the frictionless, glowing perfection of the screen. Gibson didn't just write a thriller, he wrote the blueprint for the 21st century.